Hello, I'm James Silva reporting to you from Channel 24 News. And I'm here to report about the 5.8 earthquake that happened in Virginia this morning. It was felt across multiple U.S. states and also some Canadian provinces. There were only minor injuries and no deaths. But here is Fernando Cerda giving you more live at the scene.
Thank you, James. We are reporting live from a wreckage and from the earthquake. I spotted a disaster worker. Let's go see what he has to say about all this mess. Excuse me, sir. Can you tell for us? Look at the camera, though. Can you tell us what happened here? What happened?
Well, at first the ground started shaking violently. I tripped over and fell. I even hurt my kneecap. It's still hurting right now at the moment. Honestly, this is one of the worst earthquakes I've ever experienced.
How many earthquakes have you experienced since this work? Because this is only a 5.8 earthquake. It's not that bad.
Well, I used to live in China, Indonesia, Japan, where all the worst earthquakes are.
Is that it?
Yes, sir.
Who do you think will pay for all this damage that happened to your town?
Well, the government and the state plans to pay for it, but that's a scam. So,
What was a scam?
yes, sir.
Do you think you will ever recover from the damage that happened here?
Yes, we will. And I promise you one thing. We will rebuild.
Give me that mic. All right, JJ, you're live from here. Back to you.
Thanks for that report, Fernando. Now here's more from our local geologist on more detailed descriptions on today's earthquake.
The earthquake that occurred in Virginia was known as an intraplate earthquake. Alright, cut that. Intraplate earthquakes are rare and only occur in the interior of a plate boundary. Alright. These earthquakes occurred because of the stress built up between plate boundaries. These earthquakes occur along zones of weaknesses and may take place along ancient plate boundaries or rift zones.
Thank you. Now here's a description about seismic activity from a local Virginian historian.
Yes, we're here with the Boston historian. Is that your band?
Oh man, that's my grandma's. Oh man, this is my pride and glory here, my baby brand.
Is that a Lambo? Oh man, I'm jealous.
Bands that make her dance. 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 Bands that make her dance.
Historically speaking, Virginia doesn't get that much earthquakes, correct?
Yes, there's been several earthquakes in the past couple hundred years, but most of them weren't deadly.
Historically speaking, Virginia doesn't get that much earthquakes, correct?
No, this is one of Virginia's rarest earthquakes.
Have there been any other intraplate earthquakes in the U.S. besides Virginia?
Actually, the San Marino earthquake was one of the largest earthquakes in the U.S., which also was an intraplate earthquake.
Should we expect any more earthquakes in the future?
Yes, we should.
There you have it, folks. A brief history on past earthquakes in Virginia. Back to you, Jay Daddy.
Thank you. Now we have more from a local seismologist to explain to you how an earthquake is measured.
Earthquakes can be measured in three ways: a seismometer, a seismograph, and a Richter scale. These three instruments can help determine the earthquake's intensity and record the motion of the quake. The most commonly known is a Richter scale, which measures from 1 to 10, with 10 being the strongest. Virginia's earthquake was 5.8 on the Richter scale, making it an intermediate earthquake.
Thanks for that. Lastly, here's our local geographer to explain earthquakes and show which areas are prone to earthquakes in Virginia.
To locate the epicenter of an earthquake, you need a seismogram from 3 different locations. Here, here, and here. Then you find the difference between the first P wave and the first S wave. When you determine the SB time while using a time distance graph, you can determine the distance from the station to the epicenter. On the map, draw a circle around the epicenter. The area at which 3 points meet is the epicenter.
Here's some footage that was taken live at the scene.
Is everyone alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
Fernando!
Hey, get him on the board.
Someone call 911.
That concludes tonight's broadcast. Thanks for tuning in to Channel 24 News. Good night, everyone, and good night, my fellow Virginians.
Good night, JJ.